West Adelaide captain Leon Grosser has won the toss and elected to kick to the right of your screen in the first of the double headers. The Dogs against the Bloods as umpire Richard Williams puts the ball down. Leander gets the tap away up towards the half-forward line. In there is Hocking looking for the football. Comes out wide now. Stevens with a chance. Taken off him by McKinnon. McKinnon under a little pressure. He hooks around the corner towards the half-forward line. Laird comes across for the Dogs and takes the ball to the line and over. Ideal conditions here at Football Park. No question about that. Just a little breeze favouring the right of your screen coming in from the northwest. But it's only a smidgen. Shouldn't have any effect on the game. Throw in on the half-forward right flank. Leander uses his body well. Fogden came over the top. The ball's farmed back to Laird. Under pressure now is Coffey. On the left leg he's clear. Hooks around the corner, but he's hooked straight to McKinnon, who couldn't quite get it. In goes Smith. Taken off him by Philip Morris. Stevens gets the ball out, but the umpire said it's over the line. It was Burgess who lost the football, and the umpire said it's out of play at centre wing.
So, umpires today, Craig Doddridge and Richard Williams in control. 4th place West Adelaide, 7th place Central. 3-1 West Adelaide, 3 wins, 1 loss. Central, only the 1 win for the season. Slow start for them. It's out of bounds centre wing. 1 minute in, beautiful day at Football Park. You're on Nine's Wide World of Sports.
Throw in almost half-forward right flank in the first minute of play. Fogden in front. Over the top came Coffey, got the tap down towards Banfield. Laird takes care of that player. Under pressure is Laird. Girdham likewise. Comes out to Philip Morris. Oh, good pass. Gives a chance now to Woosnam. Woosnam in towards Modra up. But coming across nicely for the Dogs and taking the ball through the line is Hugh Reimers. And that's the first score of the afternoon. 1 point to the Dogs.
Big Hugh Reimers back in the side after a break in the reserves. Played well last week. Lynn boots the ball in. That's the new boy, number 23 for the Dogs, McGowan. He's from the West Coast. Cleve, in fact. First game. Opportunity now. Through the centre of the ground they go. Stevens is caught with the ball. Good tackle. Smith always has plenty of it. Hocking goes wide. He's got Girdham. 50 metres.
Have a look at the square.
Oh, it's a brawl on there, but it's a good catch too. Coming across and, geez, it's still on. Goss, and I would say that's... Can't pick it up at the moment. Porter comes in.
I think it was a Raider.
Quite possibly, but the action's back in the ground with Gavin Chaplin. He should kick it from there. No problems, and they draw first blood.
Well, I think Neville had all eyes were on the wrestle that was going on the edge of the square, but it was good work as the ball was lost by Stevens centre field, and finally good handball by Smith started it all off. Girdham was out wide, got it from Hocking, and then the pass was spot on to Chaplin, who was incidentally, you'll see it here now. Chaplin coming across. You can see the brawl going on in the background. That is Goss. And I think the other person was Hereda, whatever. Chaplin kicked the first goal. It's the first of the game, and it's taken them 3 minutes.
And the reserve umpire has gone out and told them all about it, those two players. Scoreline, the Dogs with a 1-goal break. First quarter here at Footy Park. We've only played 3.5 minutes. With the ball, Fitzsimmons puts a long one in underneath it, Laird. In fact, that was Simpson with the Hari Krishna haircut. Roy Laird, a dogged defender. Goes back through the centre of the ground, but he just put it straight back to Simpson again. His kick is good, wide, and finds Fitzsimmons. Short. Well, he wanted Morris. The kick was poor, though. Simpson again, he's getting some touches. Hugh Reimers with him. Morris, a good shepherd. Simpson tried to knock it forward and give the advantage to Shane Fitzsimmons again, but the ball is out of bounds. Half-forward line, 10 metres around from the 50 metres. The Bloods in attack. Coffey and Fogden. Coffey front position, got it to ground. Fitzsimmons couldn't do anything. Trip on Girdham, no free kick. Hocking now, he'll clear, looks up. His target out there was McGowan, the new boy, but the boundary umpire says you're over the line.
Gee, Neville, the Dogs have made some changes from the side. That was in the paper, of course. There's the coach, of course, Alan Stewart. He's got Keith Allen at centre half forward, Hereda at full forward. Chaplin is on the ground, where is in the press. He was going to be an interchange player, and so too is McGowan. So it'll be interesting to pick up just who the interchange players are. We'll do that shortly for you as Ward and Keith Allen go for the throw-in. Allen did it well, gets the ball up towards Smith on the half-forward line. He couldn't half-volley it. The body's going hard. The bottom of the pack, McKinnon, Smith over the top. Player stack up and the umpire will bounce. Umpire Craig Doddridge in screen. Joining him, Richard Williams. Both fine umpires. Half-forward right flank. It's the Dogs by 5 points. Allen comes over the top, gets the ball down there to Platten, who kicks in towards full forward. Coming across and doing it nicely is Simon Porter, and he's got the ball in the back pocket.
Goss will get it from him. They've switched the play, but to no real advantage. They can't go on with it there. But Goss, ordinary kick. Ravisi with a chance. Stevens in the way. Overruns it though. Rashuo now from centre wing. The youngster puts it back to half forward. Big leap and a good catch by the Bloods. That's Danny Depchula. Changed his number before the siren, and Lounder steps in to take an easy mark at half-back. He pushes it back grandstand side. Stevens is the man he wanted. Depchula in front. Rashuo had it. Simpson on the ground. Started well. Rashuo can't get through. Good tough defence, the Dogs. Stevens now high to half forward. They set themselves. Smith's got the crumbing position. Allen almost, not quite. Punches it forward. Jenkinson there. Chance though for Carlson. Oh, Hocking too quick into the open goal. Wide, and would be disappointed with that, Daisy.
Yes, he did it so well, Neville. He should have got that. He was clear. There was no pressure on him in the end. Full face at goal, and from 30 metres out. Eddie ought to do better than that. He seemed to have settled his differences with the clubs. Should be in a reasonably relaxed frame of mind. Goss kicks in. Rashuo over the top almost. Stevens at the back of the pack. In goes Platten. Out goes Platten towards the line, and the ball is out of play. Throw in half forward left flank. It's the Dogs by 6 points. The Dogs have won 1 of their 4 games, and they've lost 3 obviously. In 7th spot, West have won 3 and lost 1. So I suppose you could say that West Adelaide are favourite. Getting back on it and using his body well was O'Day. Couldn't get it clear. Too many arms and legs in there for the umpire, and he'll bounce on the half-forward left flank. The Dogs in attack.
And Neil Curley contemplates the Dogs, the Dogs of the opposition, but contemplates his own side's chances today. They had a bye last week, so they should be pretty fresh. Banfield now through the centre of the ground. Simpson, he's a good runner, Banfield. High over half forward, but it's a poor kick. Usually a better disposal of the ball than that. Straight to Reimers, the big fella. Picks grandstand side. It's got Chaplin now. First goal scorer. Hocking makes the time, but and the ground. Boundary umpire says that's good enough. He goes inside, finds Green. To half forward. Allen couldn't control it. Opportunity now for Ward. That's Craig Ward. Back centre wing. Stevens featuring well in the first couple of minutes for the Dogs. He pushes it over the 50-metre line. Hereda couldn't take it. Ravisi can. Banfield, the crumb. Far side, Carlson goes to ground. Ravisi, bodies are in hard. Stewart's got them meeting the ball and the body pretty well, but the runners for West Adelaide doing it well. Fitzsimmons is the player. He puts it in high to Modra, and he's a dangerous player on a lead.
That was top football off the half-back line then, Neville. Great handball out of the pack, out wide, and as you said, the runners were there, and a beautiful lead by Modra, and the kick spot on.
Good running football by the Bloods. From 45. Not a good start from Modra. He popped 9 through last week, Daisy, against a combined Riverina team. That was the best kept secret in Adelaide last week, and Kells took him off before he got his 10th, and I think we want to keep him hungry for this week.
Certainly a fine young prospect, in and out of the Crows. He'll get his chance again. Lynn. Good kick on the half-back line. It is Brian Hereda. Well, he's having a run on the ball. I would think Stewart probably did that to stop his brawling with Goss. I just noticed that I think it's, not sure whether it's Lounder or it's could be number 26 up there. In Arnold, he's gone to full forward. We'll try to pick that up. Oh, good handball out then. Came from Platten. On to Chaplin to the half-forward line. Fine mark. The Dogs with method go into attack. A long kick by Dean Jenkinson. Oh, Smith is clear. Should take this one. Oh, well done, Burgess. Smith's got it, lost the handle. Going through strongly now as Goss has to throw away the handball. Cleverly done by West Adelaide. Hocking with the pace now. Got to get it back to Chaplin. Chaplin hooks around the corner. Smith's out wide. Only needs the set. He'll give... Oh, the handball is a shocker. Rowe's got to go back and get it. Now, who can he centre the ball to? Puts it up for Platten. Platten gets his hands to it and pulls down a fine mark.
Busy bit of football there, but you get the opinion that they might just be better off putting the ball in long. They've got a big man up there. They had about 6 or 7 possessions out on that far side of the ground, and they were lucky to end up with it.
Went round in circles. Christopher Platten, brother of, 35 metres out, difficult angle. The umpire's hardly moving. That is 1 point only on the angle. They don't have to move a great deal, and takes the Dogs now on to 1-2. West is 2 points.
Inaccurate, but not by much. It was a good attempt from that pocket. There's virtually no breeze here at Football Park. A little bit up where we're sitting up in the sky, but right down on the field, pretty quiet. First quarter here at Footy Park. 1-2 plays 2 points. Central with a 6-point advantage. Goss to bring the ball in. Playing out of defence. That's a beautiful kick. McKinnon, Ravisi's the runner. Wide. Rashuo puts it in high. Modra again! Well, he's dangerous, Ian.
They're running the ball beautifully. Gee, there's not a lot of pressure being put on the West Adelaide players as they come out of the defence. And have a look at that for a mark. Over the top of big number 5 there, who was Hugh Reimers, trying to block off that move. Was not successful, obviously.
And in comparison, well, by contrast, straight down the centre of the ground. And that's the way to do it. Modra for his first goal from his second shot.
I think the Dogs have got to watch that ball coming out of defence. As I mentioned during that little play there, that there's not enough pressure, and West Adelaide have just got players streaming forward and they can almost raffle the football. And there you see it coming through. He's a nice looking mover, this Rashuo. He's got a long kick, and what a mark by Modra. One grab, split the pack, and he's booted his first. Scores locked together on 8 points apiece.
Here they are, 1-2-8, 1-2-8. First quarter, round 6 of the SANFL. We're at Footy Park. You're on Nine's Wide World of Sports. As Gurdon can't control it, but Simmons battles tigerishly, but we'll have a ball up. Beautiful conditions. Richard Williams and Craig Doddridge are the umpires today. Williams in your screen. Lounder. Rashuo goes past it. Opportunity now for Gurdon. He got it from McGowan. The Dogs are forward. Keith Allen breaks the pack, but Smith is underneath it. Playing some good footy this year. Age doesn't affect him at all. He's a strong runner, crosses lines and gets lots of possessions. The kick is good. Underneath it, Hocking gets the handball out. Opportunity now. Platten gets it over to Chaplin, and Chaplin boots his second.
Too easy. Goals coming particularly well. Well, Gavin Chaplin, as I mentioned, didn't start in the bunker, but he started on the turf, and just as well he did. He's kicked both of the Dog goals now, and that was slick play. What's the handball that comes out here from Hocking? Under pressure, gets the handball out, and Chris Platten, that was even a better handball, and that's a walk-in goal for Chaplin, his second, and the Dogs lead by 6 points.
It's both the West Adelaide players, O'Day and McKinnon, both attack the play with the ball. Maybe one should have stayed back for the loose player. There's the scoreline. 18 plays 14 plays 8, should I say. 6-point advantage now to Central as the Bloods go forward. Grant Coffey will meet it. No bounce in favour of him, though. Took his eyes off the ball there. Good lesson for kids. Hands touched it, but no control. Finally, he decides to boot it off the ground. Keith Allen takes front position. Did it beautifully. The runner is Smith. He'll have a shot from 40 metres. It's a tough angle, and the veteran steers it in. And he misses to the left. So the Dogs with the ball and doing most of the attacking at the 14-minute mark of this first quarter.
Keith Allen doing well at centre-half forward for the Dogs. He's always been a player that can play anywhere. I would have thought he would have kicked on more than he has. Still a good footballer, but I would have thought he'd been better than that. Goss short. The lead of O'Day, well put, at centre-half back. Now this is where the West Adelaide team shines. He gets it back to Carlson. Where's he going? Going out to Rashuo, and that's well put. Comes back in board. Oh, that's not so well put. McKinnon under the hammer. Having to get rid of it in a hurry there. West Adelaide get it back to Ravisi. That was well given to him by Ward. Ravisi now kicks long, out steams. Oh, out came Modra, and he was certainly hit off the ball then when it wasn't within Kui. You can understand the dog defence doing that, but the umpire's got to watch it. Reimers puts the ball back towards centre field. Girdham couldn't. Ward tries to crash his way through. Platten gets it out, but smothered off the boot there by Carlson. Here's a chance now for Big Lounder to go in. Oh, he's under pressure. Gets a kick of sorts away. Thrown out by Fogden. Chaplin with a chance now. Has the pace. Loose ball. Who's going to come out for this one? I think it's going to be Big Arnold Lope to meet the ball. Gets it back now to Allen. Allen gives it inboard. Here's a chance. Hocking 30 out. He could get the handball across. Well, that's a shocker. The sit will have to be good, and it is. Smith boots his first.
Well, it was a good bit of play. Nearly destroyed by a very ordinary handball by Eddie Hocking. Just watch how it happens. Once again, the Dogs playing wide. That's where the lead was, though. Nice take on that occasion. Opportunity now for Hocking. Watch the handball. One bounce, could have kicked it, drew the player. Handball is a bit lucky, but the bounce set up. Smith booted his first, so he's in all the patches, Smith, at the moment. Been amongst all their forward fortes, and Burgess got his work cut out there, Daisy.
Certainly has. Not playing in the centre, obviously, on a half-forward flank. I would think he'd have a run on the ball. In comes Lounder, gets the flip over to Rashuo. Stevens smothered. Here's a chance now for West Adelaide through Woosnam. He can't get clear, and the umpire will come in and bounce. The Dogs eke out their lead to 13 points. Unbelievable conditions. Hopefully, the crowd will build up later in the afternoon. Second game, Sturt and Linnell. In goes Woosnam. Only got the ball back as far as McGowan. Chips out the pass. Hocking clear. Looks for a runner. Oh, he should have taken that one. He's lost the handle. Runs into trouble. Got out of it well. Girdham now. Who's he looking for? Big Arnold gives the lead. Goss there with him. Arnold in front. Down the ball comes. Arnold still in the van there. Goes through Chaplin. Socket away there by Ravisi. And it's close to the line. McKinnon back in defence, slips it back to Ravisi, has the pace as he hooks around the corner, but that ball will go out of play on the half-forward left flank with the Dogs in attack and leading by 13 points.
And that play of Hocking's through the centre, some people are critical that he lifts his eyes, but in that situation when you're in heavy traffic, it always does pay to have a look up and see what's coming at you so you can prepare yourself for it. He did well to eventually get possession of it there. Been a busy player for them, Gurdon has been too. Now Grosser got it well from Simpson. Oh, goes back through the centre. Fogden's there. It's a beautiful kick. It's got Banfield. Says no. Now Modra has won 2 big marks as well. He's good on a lead. He'll get plenty of attention today. Lynn comes out with it. Reimers, the big fella's got Stevens forward. The kick is okay, and he's got space. Looks up. He wants Arnold. He puts it up high. They need a crummer. Goss has got him under control there at the moment. First to it almost. Burgess Chaplin with his third. What a great piece of play.
What pace, pace and pace. I don't know whether you'll see in the replay just how Goss was holding on to Arnold, but certainly he couldn't get clear. We'll take it one at a time. Here's Stevens with the football. Now he straightens up, kicks in long, and there's no question. Can you see Goss hanging on? Yeah, he was. Down went Arnold, but at the back of the pack, Burgess didn't have the pace. Chaplin did. Goal number 3, and the Dogs lead by 19 points.
And Ravisi had put a claim on Chaplin even before he kicked it, so good work. 4-3, Central, 27. Got a 19-point lead over the Bloods. This time it's Lounder. Stevens, he got it from McGowan. Which touches the kid. Good work by Simpson. Stood well to take that knock from Green. Tough defender, Green. Banfield, he got it out to Fogden. The big fella's looking somewhere to go. He's got Porter up from defence, and Philip Morris still suffering at half-forward from that knock. Opportunity for, in fact, that's Woosnam. He's a bit winded there, but the action's with Roy Laird. He's in the back pocket. Plenty of time to have a look up. Cool. Goes for Lounder. Ward's got the sit on him. Does the right thing and punches. Out wide, Fitzsimmons. Took his eyes off the ball momentarily and got a bad bounce. Roy Laird there now. Opportunity. Jenkinson gets the resultant handball. Evades well. Goes through half-forward. Porter does well to keep all attackers under the ball. Ravisi, a good defender, always reliable, does the percentage thing and takes it over the line.
young Matthew Simpson was down. They had Dean Woosnam and Simpson down. Simpson looks okay now. Woosnam has still got the trainer out there. Pace, plenty of pace there. Ravisi and Chaplin, not short of it. Allen gets in front. Talk about pace. Look at Eddie Hott. He can go. Takes his 15. Shoots for Golis. And not a bad looking shot. Just missed out. Hit the aluminium 1 point only. Eddie Hockey showing a clean pair of heels on that occasion. He's got some speed.
Plenty of it, and he uses it at the right time. 4-4 plays 1-2, 20-point advantage to the Dogs. They'd be happy with their start. West won the toss and went to the southern end, so I must think there's some advantage in that direction. Short Goss to O'Day is good. Ravisi is the link player, now Banfield. A bit of time, doesn't know where to go. No one offering anything. Now it's Carlson. Dasher Carlson over half forward. The kick is good, or everybody underneath it. Lynn's the crummer. He's got to go wide. Modra can't stop it. So they're a chance now with a Raider. Has a look up. He's got Coffey in line. Reema's out there with him. The ball will probably go over to him or Rowe. Long handball forward. They're getting into space, the Dogs, and West Adelaide just a little bit loose. Their defensive game not as good as it should be at the moment. Oh, Coffey, that's a shocker. Unhappy with that, and there's a player with bundles and bundles of talent, Grant Coffey.
Cardinal Sin then Neville took his eyes off the football, looking for the next player to get it when he didn't have his hands on it. Fogden straight down to Rowe, high to the half-forward right flank. Smith makes a metre, can't quite get there. Well done, McKinnon. And what a gutsy footballer this player is in screen right now. Robin McKinnon had every injury in the book. I don't think she wants to be seen by somebody. No, I think it's just the son that she's worried about. Throw in on the half-forward right flank. Allen is there. Hooks the ball well. Gets it down to Rowe. Up towards full forward. Jenkinson, Simon Porter. McGowan was the player that kicked the football in. And the ball out of play in the full forward right pocket. 4-4 to 1-2. Almost 22 minutes gone first quarter. Ward 35. Allen 39. Gets the tap back. Chaplin again looking for number 4. Gives it to Hocking. Concedes ground. Here's a chance now for Rowe. Puts out the pass. Well done by Simon Porter. Stevens in the hot seat. Going through strongly. Carlson. Great tackle on that player as he tries to get rid of the football. Holding the ball. Well, he didn't have a big chance. And Platten going to get the free kick. And Carlson not happy at all. He's giving umpire Doddridge sixpenneth of what he thought was wrong with his decision, but obviously it will stand, and Chris Platten has a chance from about 45 metres out when he kicks the football. In fact, he's right on the 50-metre mark. He appears to hook that one marginally. He has offline 1 point. The Dogs move on to 4-5. West is 1-2, and incidentally West is kicking with any breeze there is, but having a look at the flags, there's not too much of that.
2 points now to Christopher Platten. It's a little offline, but it's the little men for Central doing the damage. 4-5, 1-2, 21-point advantage. Hocking and Chaplin have been absolutely everywhere. Chaplin's kicked 3, Hocking 1, and they've really torn apart that West Adelaide defence. So Grant Coffey from behind. He had to sit over the smaller Grosser. No problem taking that. As a look up, he'll probably go to Allen. That's where the lead's coming from. The kick isn't that good, though. In fact, it's a shocker. Fitzsimmons in the crumbing position. Good work by Jenkinson to hold up play, though. Timed it well, right on the line of the 50-metre. Ravisi punches one in. A bit too hard for Simpson. That's Depchula, should I say. Normally wears a different number. 37, got 3 on today. Only played a handful of games, a baby. Kicked a few goals up forward. And AFL scouts, I know for a fact, having a look at him. As they are for many players in the SANFL, who are in the draft as of this year. The Bloods, oh, that's a shocking handball. That came from Ward, straight to Stevens. His kick is good, though. And he goes wide to Rowe. Nowhere to go, but they've turned the ball over centre field. Mistake by the Dogs. In high, underneath it, Arnold, one hand only, couldn't take it. Ravisi did well. Goss punches it forward under a lot of pressure. Allen has a chip at goal. Got the bad bounce. Needed an off break there, Daisy. 24-minute mark. 4-5, 4-6, 30, plays 1-2-8.
Looked to be his wrong, and Keith Allen playing exceptionally well at centre half forward. Burgess comes out wide. Out looking for Rashuo, out at centre wing. Almost a good mark. Stevens there, slips it over. Smith looking to pass off. Umpire Craig Doddridge said that was a throw. The throw against Stevens. Smith was hearing off with the football, and the free kick will go to Mark Rashuo on the half-back line. He centres the ball to Fogden, lost it. Reimers gets it out row. Out goes Arnold now, one-on-one. Arnold's Goss. Goss at the back, too strong. Needs support from there. Goes for the safety in the line in the end, as Matthew Simpson was never going to make the grade. Out of play in the full forward right pocket, and it's the Dogs by 22 points.
Time on here at Football Park. First quarter of round 6 between 7th place Central District and 4th place West Adelaide. Caught was Jenkinson. I got it to Hocking. Can he tip this through? He's wild. Offline. Misses to the left. Would have been a miracle goal, but he, Chaplin, Platten, Smith, Stevens, little men for for Central, should I say, doing plenty of damage here at Football Park. 4-7 plays 1-2.
Had a flying shot with a check side punt, but as Rocky told you, never in the hunt. Goss in the time on well. He's got Fogden on the outer side, coming back more towards Burgess. Keeps his eye on the ball, couldn't pull the football down. Oh yes, he has, he's got it. That was a fine mark. Tony Burgess playing in those short johns, drive towards the half-forward line. Great mark there. Diptula it is, gets out the pass now, short. Banfield, well put. Banfield has slipped down through the half-forward line into that open spot, 40 metres out, and he's got a chance to get a much-needed second goal for West Adelaide. Peter Banfield, very energetic, quick player. Wind assisted, should bolt the distance in towards the golf course end. Oh, I don't think I like that kick all that much. He's just come off the ball slightly, wrong side of the post. 1 point to West Adelaide, 1-3. The Dogs are 4-7, 27 minutes gone almost.
Well picked, Daisy. He brought his head up, had a look, and shifted all his body weight and dragged it a little bit. First quarter here at Footy Park, round 6 of the SANFL. What a magnificent day. Good catch by Reimers on the far side of the ground. That's Hugh Reimers. Mentioned earlier he had a stint in the reserves last week. Good form's got him back in. Hocking the crumb. Been busy. Porter off the ground. Ward. We're in a bit of panic back there at the moment, the Bloods, as Simpson tries to set up. Does it well. Banfield starting to touch the ball a bit now. They need him to. Goes back through the centre of the ground. Morrissey hit again. He took a heavy one. That's Woosnam, should I say. Took a heavy one only minutes ago, but seems to have recovered. He wants Modra. Watch him fly. Plenty around there. There's about 4 or 5 Dogs looking after him at the moment. Reimers to Lynn is good. They take the pressure off momentarily as they go wide again. Chance for Woosnam. Should I say Carlson, that was. Banfield again. So they've got control. Grosser. Got his first touch, Leon, I think. Second touch. Daisy's got a photographic mind as he tells me the score. Puts it in high. Off hands, and catch there to number 22, Philip Launder. He's enjoying his 50th game today. Congratulations to him. 50 league games for the Dogs.
Lynn short to the lead of Launder. Now he's got a problem. There's no one really giving him space to move in. So he's going to kick back in hope. Up towards centre field. Coffey over the top. Well put back by Rashuo. Diptula goes in towards Grosser's going to have to work hard for this one. Gave away half a metre as Launder got a shocking handball back to Lynn. Lynn in fine form this season, as he was last season. Well up in the McGarry medal. Coffey. Not a good one to Chaplin around the corner. McKinnon over the top of the second grab, takes the mark, elects to play on. Rashuo gets it over to Grosser. Grosser half forward line off, puts it straight to Lynn. Couldn't believe his luck. And West Adelaide is not using this ball well at all. Coffey goes in short. There's the new man in McGowan. On the defensive side of the big centre square, chips out the pass. That's beautifully put. Stevens needs to sit. Laird it was. Going through Burgess, he lost it. Banfield there well, taps it cleverly out now. Fitzsimmons heads in towards goal. Oh, dummies. Goes around them now. He's looking for someone to pass to. Out goes Modra on the lead. 1, 2 grabs, can't complete it. Back to Grosser. Grosser should go looking for Modra. Well played, Green. Gets it across now. And they come out of defence there through Harada.
And at quarter time, Central 4-7-31. West Adelaide 1-4-10, 21-point advantage. Stay with us, there'll be plenty of action after the break.
That's all right.
The Dog runners have given them a 21-point lead as we commence the second quarter here at Footy Park. At the bounce, it's going to be Fogden in opposition to Lounder. Line ball, that one. Simpson's looking for it, forced out to Carlson. He's taken the ball but not paid the mark. Simpson around the corner, up towards the half-forward line. Coffey, runs into trouble. Great tackle, holding the ball. Well done, Philip Morris, I think that was. Looked like he's having his first run for the afternoon. Morris from the half-forward left flank. 50 metres. Well, I know the free kick is going to Modra, I think, for hanging on by the full-back Hereda. Let's have a look where the ball's going. He's discussing the situation with Craig Doddridge, and all Doddridge is interested in is getting Modra around on the correct angle. Well, with the two-umpire system, you've got to be careful when you're hanging on to the full forward. Obviously, that's what the umpire thought. Modra for his second goal, and that's home for all money. He's got two, and that's the sum total of West Adelaide's goals.
So Modra, they don't come much easier than that, and he's always likely to get plenty of attention, but as Ian said, it's you've just got to make sure that the umpire can't see it. And let's just have a look now at Morris's tackle. Coffey's a player with the run, looks up, nowhere to go, and just good strength. Almost got through Coffey, but Morris too strong in the upper body. And further down the ground, there was a bit of infringement. Modra took the free kick and kicked his second.
The Dogs have their lead reduced to 15 points at the bounce. It's Lounder, gets the tap away, out to Stevens on his wrong foot, which is his right foot. Hooks back to the half-forward line. Carlson, Grosser in there, doesn't look extremely fit. Burgess now through, out wide, up towards the half-forward line. Well done almost by Ward, although Coffey came over the top. Going through is David Green, shows a clean pair of heels. Through the centre line, goes out looking for big Arnold. Arnold comes to meet the ball, lost it. O'Day back in defence for the Bloods, hooks around the corner. Rashuo there and takes a good mark at centre wing.
And he's had plenty of touches today. Only a youngster, and a player with an enormous future. He's a very tidy and skillful player. He puts the ball over half forward. Lounder couldn't take it, as we said earlier, playing his 50. Now Banfield always looks for the possession. He's good on this occasion. Finds Fitzsimmons. Oh, he wants to go on with it. He's got Grosser in space. The little fella didn't have anywhere to go there. He was on the wrong foot. Tried to reverse punt it through goal. Hit the end of it badly, and the Dogs out of defence. On the wing, Carlson puts it back. Grosser this time, if he can set up a bit better. Has Simpson inside. He's on the left foot. Puts it across half forward. His target was Morris. The Dogs doing a lot of hard physical work in defence. Making it very difficult for West Adelaide at the moment to set anything up at all. They've started well, the Dogs.
Girdham gets it out. Hereda puts it in short to Grosser. Grosser has to unload it. Banfield under pressure. Too far for Fogden. Rashuo's there. The big fellow recovered well. The handball to Fitzsimmons wasn't all that good. Rashuo puts it in high. Modra going to get the leap away. Got up high. Oh, almost a big grab. It was a superb attempt. In the end, Fitzsimmons had to get rid of it in a hurry. Philip Morris through. Conceding ground is West Adelaide. Diptula in there. He lost the handle. Girdham waits the outcome. Laird at the bottom of the pack, and the umpire will come in and bounce.
Great football, Laird, on that occasion. And Stevens, the Central District defence is absolutely upright. Craig Doddridge, Richard Williams with the ball. They're the umpires here today. Fantastic defence at the moment. Rowe. West Adelaide just cannot set up at all at the moment, relying on the athlete Tony Modra to do more than is humanly possible at times, I think. We're just forward of centre wing for West Adelaide, and we'll have another bounce. 4-7-31 Central, West Adelaide 2-4-16. A good break, 4 minutes into the second quarter here at Football Park.
The bounce on the half-forward left flank with the Bloods in attack. Lounder, Girdham, well done to Rowe. Rowe on the right foot now, goes long. Out and out of the lead on the half-forward line of Hereda. Can't find it. Going through was Porter. He lost it. Here's a chance now for the Dogs through Hereda. Goes in long. Up towards full forward. Arnold out in front. Out came Goss and got rid of it with the hip and shoulder. Arnold goes back in and forces the ball through the line for a point. And I think the player that kicked that ball in was Gary Gunn and not Hereda. But whatever, the big fellow got his foot to the football, but all he could manage was the point, and that is their 8th point.
4-7-31, 2-5-17, and 4-8 it should be. In fact, on the Co-op scoreboard here at Footy Park, but I was going to say the only decisive piece of play for West Adelaide was midway through that first quarter when Goss kicked it out and ended up in a goal to Modra, and Simpson took a hard one in that first quarter, and he's still struggling with it. Looks to be upper body, either ribs or he sprung that cage a little bit, might have hurt a cartilage, but he's pretty tough. Banfield now. Rosser getting a few more touches. He looks uncomfortable though. Underneath it, Lynn couldn't take it. Morris, well done, lad. Oh, bit hard. He played him very, very well. Just bodied him and bodied him. I didn't think it was a free kick. Morris goes on. The chip is good and finds Fitzsimmons, that is. Woosnam. They look a little bit alike. Lynn in the way. And this has been the case with West Adelaide pretty much in this second quarter to date. Every time they've gone forward, they've been a very, very hard defence to break. Chaplin kicked 3 in the first quarter. It was a beauty for him. Simpson underneath it. Had to stand his ground for a floater. So they turn the ball over and they'll work it up again. Let's see if they have any better luck. Adrian O'Day puts it up over half forward. Oh, big jump, Modra couldn't take it. Banfield, the crummer. He's at the 50. Has a look. That's better to Grosser. And the skipper will have a look at the goals from about 40 metres.
How about that leap of Tony Modra? He got the sit on the shoulders, and that's as high as you'll ever see anyone, but unfortunately he couldn't bring it down. It would have been a sensational mark.
He is an explosive athlete, Tony Modra, and West Adelaide enjoying having him back in ranks. They needed that one too. Skipper's just a little off line, and wouldn't be happy with his form today. A little bit better in the second quarter. Was right out of sorts in the first quarter. We're 6 minutes into the second quarter here at Footy Park.
Tony Lynn brings the ball back into play. Out there looking for McGowan, but in front was Stevens. Rugged customer is this one. Dean Jenkinson in trouble. Turns like the Ufla bird. Round towards centre wing and finally finds out there. And that is the new boy I was telling about from Cleve. His name is Rick McGowan, playing his first game. Chris McGowan up towards the half-forward line. Floats the ball. Hooks around by Burgess towards the half-forward line. Well trapped by Laird. He kicks long. Goss is going to lead in the race to the ball. Keeps it in front. Oh, Chaplin got a set of hooks around the corner. Had a bit of time, but unfortunately there was no one there to loop the ball over to, so he had to shoot round the corner. Couldn't bring it back sufficiently and has only nudged a point. The Dogs go on to 4-9. West is 2-5.
And there it is. You're on Nine's Wide World of Sports. Magnificent day here at Football Park for round 6. As Burgess brings the ball back in. A little bit early was Goss on that occasion. Hereda sets it up for Girdham. Has he got enough pace? Just gets by the stretched arm of Goss. Lines up the goals. It's a poor kick, but oh, great take. Hereda puts it over the line for his first.
It was a great mark. I think it's Big Arnold who got it, but gee, what I think, Rocky, I'd love to have a look at that on a replay. He took the mark and elected to play on, and he must have been oh so close to going over that line with a football. The goal umpire couldn't have been in a better position to see. Let's have a look at it now. That's Stevens. Finally, it is over from Gunn to Girdham, who got clear. Now let's have a look at this again. It's Arnold who comes in, takes the mark, and have a look how close he is to the line when he... Oh, that is close.
Fitzsimmons, 5-9-39. West Adelaide 2-5-17. Second quarter here at Footy Park. Ravisi had some touches. That handball offline. Chaplin been busy. Torn West Adelaide apart in the first quarter with 3 magnificent goals. Hocking kicked 3 points, so the little men doing plenty of damage there. And they're forward again. By contrast, West Adelaide relying almost entirely on the efforts of Tony Modra. There's Bob Loveday in your screen, the red t-shirt top. Used to coach West Adelaide. Dave Birchall there as well, the West Adelaide bench. Morris punches it forward. Now Fitzsimmons, it sits for him. Turns it around his body, centre wing. Good take, Rashuo. Goes on quickly. Well, that's a poor handball. He's been pretty tidy to date. Jenkinson's put it forward now. Opportunity here for Arnold, the player that kicked their last goal. It's not bad either. He might get the bounce. Platt with a chance. And he did. Yes. Couldn't quite get it out, but he did very well, Daisy, to turn that one around.
Well, he's had, that's his third shot at goal. He's had 2 on the run when he's been fairly straight. And on that occasion, that was a real chance. It's Gunn who hooks the ball around the corner. And just watch Platt now. He gets it. He runs onto that angle, and that must be once again close to the post. He just nudges it through. He boots his first, and the Dogs have got 6 and opening up a handy lead of 28 points.
Craig Doddridge and Richard Williams are the umpires here today. 6-9-45, West Adelaide 2-5-17. Second quarter, a good break by the Dogs. Laird too high on West Adelaide's Philip. Yes, it is Morris, in fact. 32, he puts it out. Watch for Modra, couldn't quite get to him. Good groundwork though. He's got Ward on the left boot, wants to straighten up to Grosser. Let's see if the skipper can redeem himself with this one. It'll fall short though, and David Green's in the way. They like to run out of their defensive area. Central District, they have a look. That was Lynn. Oh, he put that beautifully to find Smith. That was Jenkinson who actually put that out. Now for McGowan. He's had a few kicks in that first quarter. Looks okay. He's from Cleve. Oh, beautifully done by Allen. He gave it out to Chaplin. Let's see if the little fella can do something with that. Too wide, but it's at least it's forward. They're going with what breeze there is here at Footy Park. West Adelaide kicked, won the toss and kicked with it. Not a lot to speak of, though. Not much of an advantage, I would think, at all.
Goss, 6-9 to 2-5. The Bloods need a lift. Goss back towards the half-back line. Lounder over the top. Out with the ball was McKinnon. Bogdan gets it out wide to the running Simpson. In turn, he'll find Simon Porter. Thought about the handball while runs Castle into a traffic jam. Gets the kick away up towards Lynn. Fitzsimmons is there as well. Down they go. Lynn looking for it. Well done, Diptula. Gets it across now to Woosnam. One-on-one up towards Modra. Modra there, too strong! Oh, what a goal! He boots it and boots his third. Brilliantly done, Tony Modra.
Superb, absolutely superb. You won't get much of a better comparison between the competence of players than a battle like that. Body to body, ball coming in high. There was strength involved there, and a fair bit of nous in terms of how to use your body. Let's watch it. Woosnam was the player with the ball. He just put it up high. Body to body, just pure strength. And in the end of the day, Hereda really lost sight of the ball, concentrated a little bit on Modra. And really, that's inexcusable too. Must make the man kick over the mark.
At the bounce, and Modra's got all 3 West Adelaide goals. Lounder gets up high, gives a chance now. This is Smith out of centre, up towards the half-forward line. Porter getting back, joined by Ravisi. Goss waits for the outcome. Jenkinson through. Here's a chance now for Allen. Gunn in there as well, but O'Day too strong. Grosser running off the half-back line. West Adelaide go short and find McKinnon only just. The umpire has paid the mark on the half-back flank.
Robbie McKinnon, a great player for the Bloods for quite some time. 190-odd games. Good take almost by Lounder. Couldn't quite see it through. Like Fitzsimmons had put that ball out. Smith's in the way though. He's at centre. He'll put it in long. Allen's the target. It's beautifully put too. Finds him at 50 metres. Out of his distance. He'll have to do something with it. Fogden and Burgess in the square. Decides to put it in high. Up they go. Arnold couldn't take it. And it's a minor score for the Dogs. 6-10-46. They lead West 3-5-23 with nearly 14 minutes in as Craig Ward leaves the ground for the Bloods.
Sean Blythe on. In fact, he's going to get his chance. Beautifully put from Burgess, and Blythe comes onto the turf. Wonder he doesn't get 50. The umpire's letting him play to advantage. No, he's not. He was about to play to advantage. He was off like a rocket against number 34 for the Dogs, and that was Chris Platten. But the umpire's made him take his 50. I don't suppose he's complaining about that. He's just on the attack side of the half-forward line, centre line at the moment. Oh, Modra too strong. Curley is going to have to make a move here. Simply too good, too strong, too talented. Modra from about 45 metres.
Yes, it's two one-out contests like that, and he's been beaten soundly on both of them. I agree with you. A move has to be made.
Modra going for his fourth. Oh, that is a beautiful kick, or is it? 1 point only. Well, it was a beautiful kick. It just wasn't straight.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Bit to the left, and he's been uncharacteristically off target. 2 goals to Tony Modra, but 3 goals, should I say. But we've enjoyed his entertaining flights in the air and his superb leading. We'll have a look. We'll have another look at them now. It looks like Goss has taken a brief at half forward. Burgess is at full back on Arnold. So Glenn Goss, he's not a new boy in the forward line. He's played quite a bit of footy there, and he is a big kick. He'll be kicking from 50. It'll be his best into a slight breeze. Let's have a look. Watch for Modra. He'll be the one to jump over the back. It's just incredible.
It's like picking grapes, isn't it? He just gets up there so casually, and never. What I like about it, they're all one grab.
Yes, and I can't believe that the central defence didn't take his run, or what we call take the run away, because they just left Modra a clear run at the footy. He's too good for that, and uncharacteristically, as I said, just a little offline today. It was a piece of cake for Modra, and concentration lapsed. Just a point. So 16 minutes in, Central 6:10:46. They lead West 3:7:25.
Hocking back on the turf. There's some moves being made now. Rashuo over the top. Stevens will lead in the race to the football. He'll have to get rid of that in a hurry, or the umpire will ping him, but says no and will bounce on the half-forward line. 6:10 to 3:7, 16 minutes into the second quarter, and it's the Dogs by 21 points. Lounder getting up high was Fogden. Carlson looking for the football and takes it across the line. Well, we can tell you that Burgess has gone to full back. I think Blythe's come on into a defensive position on the half-back line. And obviously Goss has gone to centre half-forward or thereabout. Smith gets it out. Coffey. The running player back there is Reamers, who came back into the tack. Carlson against Rowe. Joined in now by McKinnon. Clear at centre field is Fogden, but he's going for Banfield, who is further afield still. Banfield in the centre of the ground, looking for a loose player. Simpson's on the flank. I'd go for Modra every time. Out steams Modra. He's going to get the leap away. Can't get his hands to this one in front. A good mark being taken by Grant Coffey at centre half back.
Grant Coffey, number 2 for the Dogs. He goes through the centre of the ground. Big leap from behind. That was Fogden. Wild kick. I don't know who that was, but saw the boot. Now Sean Blythe straight off the bench. Second kick, puts it in. Watch for Grosser. Not quite. Lounder off the ground. A little bit untidy. They set up now. That's Banfield. He got it from Dev Tula, and the skipper puts it through for his first.
Well, they got it out nicely then. The ball came in. There was a soccer off the ground, and Banfield was out wide. Grosser used him. And watch Grosser come to meet the football. Couldn't quite bring it down. There was the soccer, and it came finally from, it was Diptula that got it out wide to Banfield. Caught on the left leg, but gee, it was a confident kick straight through the middle. And West Adelaide got another badly needed goal. They're still down by 15 points, 18 minutes into the second quarter.
That's the round 6 score. Central 6:10:46, West 4:7:31. Second quarter, you're on Nine's Wide World of Sports. A beautiful day here at Footy Park. Fitzsimmons gives it back to Simpson. That's the free kick on the left boot. Oh, the kick is poor. Coffey should wrap this up easily. Bit of pressure from Goss, but not a problem. Not much happening down ground. He'll go to Allen, I would think. He wants him to go the other side, though. Porter's got the sit on him. Couldn't quite take it. Now McKinnon. Well caught by Platten. Stevens, or Girdham that is. Well, beautiful handball to Rowe. He's got an opportunity from 50. I don't know whether he can make the distance. It'll get there. What a beautiful goal. Good set up from centre wing. And the Dogs kick their 7th.
Just about to make the comment that the forward setup of the Dogs hasn't been all that positive. Allen's doing well at centre half forward, but they're using their rovers, and on this occasion a wingman to kick the goals. Chaplin has got 3. Now Rowe has come down from centre wing, and that's a fine kick for goal. Using his body well was Arnold, and the Dogs get a breather with their 7th goal.
And a good break. 21 points to Central. They'd be happy with that. They would have started underdogs here with only one win for the season. As Rick, the new boy, number 23, for Central, McGowan put that in the way though was Ravisi. His kick is good. Finds Burgess. Good defender, Burgess. Kick is ordinary though. Put Fogden under terrible pressure. Smith held. Chaplin now. Have a look on the lead. Oh, Platten, he was actually after Arnold. The kick was short. Finally get there. Head down. No free kick for that. Platten with an opportunity under plenty of pressure. Let's watch now as Jenkinson chips one back. Just a little too far though. He misses to the right. So they've had 18 shots at goal. West Adelaide only 11. They've got control of the football on those stats, Daisy.
Yes, they've played a lot better. I think they've missed some easy opportunities. It's the bunker of the dog bench. The kick in by Burgess comes straight down ground. Gee, that's a ground covering kick. At the back was McGowan. Banfield first there. Taken off him, however, by O'Day. Oh, McKinnon. Blight was the one who got his head knocked off, I think. They're running now. Here's a chance for Philip Morris. Out comes Modra. One grab. Can't complete this one. Half forward line. Deptula hooks around the corner. But the umpire goes galloping, and that was never going to be a score. And it's out of play in the full forward right pocket. And the free kick will be taken back there by Tony Lynn.
And his skipper turned around and gave him the senior player's glare. Like, what in God's name was that kick? It's all you really have to do, and it's got to be done. Under the ball, Grant Coffey. Good take. Goss with him. Looks questioningly at the umpire, but that was pretty clean. Finds Lounder. Chipping the ball around, trying to keep possession. That is a poor handball. Put Green under pressure, but he had Gurdon. Well, now he's got McGowan under pressure again. Better off maybe just to get down the centre and put their boot through the ball. Bad kick in, and Sean Blythe had a bit of influence on the game since replacing Craig Ward around about the 14-minute mark. His kick is wide. He wants Burgess. Well done by Coffey, or Rose, should I say. Good contest here. Holding the ball, and that had to be so. Burgess had Simon Porter and also Fitzsimmons to knock the ball out, but chose to grab it in. Probably unaware of their presence. No voice, and that's what happens. Good work by Rowe. He's well known for that. His kick to Gurdon is good. Puts it up high. Watch for Arnold. He's got front position. Big punch, Fogden. Hocking missed it. Platten. Fogden just belts it forward. McGowan with a chance now. The baby, first game. Stevens did well to push it through. Chaplin with the shepherd. He's tight to the boundary. Shakes O'Day. Chips it around the corner. It's busy in there at the moment. They'll be lucky to get out of this with a goal. Well, an opportunity now for Eddie Hocking. Can he? Not quite. He's been well offline today, Eddie Hocking. In fact, he's booted something like 4 points. So got plenty of the ball, but no accuracy.
A few teammates out there, 7-12. We mentioned that before. Not good reward for effort. Burgess kicking in beautifully. Another one back towards McKinnon, used his body beautifully, gives the running player a chance now. Off goes Rashuo through the centre line. Out comes Modra. Oh, head underneath the ball. The umpire didn't see anything against that. Woosnam off the turf, but he's wrong side of the woodwork. He could have had time to pick that one up and made something better of that, but not to be. And West Adelaide register their 8th point. They're 4-8. The Dogs are 7-12.
We're 23 minutes into this second quarter here at Footy Park, and I'm impressed with young Rick McGowan. He's done well in his first game here at Footy Park. Jenkinson goes to Tony Lynn and put him in terrible pressure. Simpson, Grosser, they're a chance to score here, the Bloods, as he chips out to find Goss, not quite. Again, McGowan, trip and free kick. He'll go on, though, has Lynn. Oh, they've messed it up again, Jenkinson. Too much short football from the Dogs as McGowan this time. That's better, finds Allen. The Bloods about to make a change. About to bring on number 12. That's a Lachlan Sim, Brisbane Bear player. Chris Platten stands his ground. That's a good catch. Through the centre, Gurdon loose the Bloods at the moment. Arnold's the player he wanted, and Burgess thought that was going to come a little bit longer, but big, tall, gangling arms of Arnold nearly pulled it in. Smith has led. Bad handball. Oh, clever. Arnold, easy goal. Good work by Smith. Very clever indeed. And that's Arnold's second goal.
Well, they looked like they'd blown it there for a while. Arnold gone underneath the football. He read it better than Burgess. His long arms did him proud, but he just got the ball down. He just couldn't quite hold on to it. And here comes the hard work. Laird through. The handball away was to Smith. Under pressure, he could see the spare player running through there. But now he just kicks cleverly off the ground. Arnold says thank you and boots his second.
Good work by the Dogs. They maintain their lead. And 8-12, 4-2, 4-8. Wouldn't have put money on that before today. Neil Curley would be concerned about it at this stage. Still a half to go, though. And they're by no means out of it. Through, but without the ball. Grosser held and a free kick. Or was that McKinnon? The ruck rover or defender. We say it a lot of times, but he is a genuinely tough player. Body over the ball and a good leader for West Adelaide. He puts the ball centre wing over the top of Fogden, but Lounder mops up behind. The big fella lets fly. Smith in the centre of the ground takes a good catch. Greg Smith, state training during the week, and what an enthusiastic player he is. Plenty of voice, plenty of run. He's an inspiration to youngsters. He does work very hard. Has one goal, puts it in high. Wanted Arnold, or Remus should I say, well recovered by the big boy. Chance now for Jenkinson, knows he's under pressure, doesn't really want to take it, looking for the free. It's not there though. Gurdon now to Remus. Let's see what the big fella can do. Had to operate pretty quickly there, not much time, and dribbled it forward. Still valuable metre, Gian, for the Central District Football Club.
A long way down from where he had to drop it, Rocky. Almost missed the boot. Throw in right full forward pocket. The Dogs in attack and lead by 28 points, which is their biggest lead for the afternoon. Sean Blythe crashes his way through, gets it out to Burgess. Now, what can West Adelaide do? Short to Rishuo, centre field. Couldn't get it. Goss comes to meet it. Taps it out cleverly to Rishuo again. The handball's a shocker. Stevens under pressure, has lost it. In goes Coffey. The handball is wide. Chance for Goff. Laird met him. Going through strongly now. They do it well out to Carlson. He got it from Rishuo, not from Rishuo, from the new man on in Lachlan Sim. Up to the half-forward line. Goss gets a dream set. Hooks around the corner close. I think it was touched. Well done by Brian Arada there just to get a hand to it and stop the certain goal.
It was a good snap by big Glenn Goss. Mobility was fantastic, but let's have a look at that. But just before that, just a sensational piece of handwork by Rishuo. Good snap and good spoil there by Hereda. He'd be happy with that. Changes on. Burgess is coming off. Craig Ward back on as Platten takes a catch just forward, a half forward for the Dogs. Has a look up on the lead as Arnold. He's held but gets there. Justin Ravisi almost cut it off. Well, I think Fitzsimmons was hoping like crazy that would happen. But the big fellow's been a chance to do this all day.
I don't know why Tony Burgess went off, but it wasn't a good time to take him off because it was left to Fitzsimmons to go with this man, who's a half a metre taller, to try to stop him kicking the goal.
Had no trouble, and the coach has to pay for that one. That's an easy goal, and that came as a result of the change being made. He's kicked his third all in this quarter, so doing a good job. In fact, he's squared the ledger with Tony Modra at the other end of the ground, the only player for the Bloods who looks like doing anything.
Well, I see Simon Porter has gone on to Arnold at fullback. Here comes the ball in, and you can see Fitzsimmons is on a player who's a good half or a third of a metre taller than he, and Arnold boots his third.
9-12 plays 4-9, 33-point break as we're 3 minutes into time on here, second quarter Footy Park. The Dogs would have to be very, very pleased with their first half performance here at Football Park. I mentioned earlier, they've only won one game. They're 4 here, and they're 4 for the season. Westies have played 5, they've won 4, so they're off to a good start as well. Or should I say they played 4-1, 3-1. Hocking, busy. Hasn't done much this quarter, though. Oh, good work by Grosser. Good smother. Carlson with an opportunity. Under pressure from Hocking. Tips it around the corner. Laird with the half volley. Under pressure. Did it well to get it out to McGowan. Laird dropped it. Ward back on the ground, and umpire Williams has taking control to have a bounce. 29 and a half minutes gone. Second quarter here on a fantastic day at Footy Park.
Yes, Neville must be close to half-time. Bogdan in front, Allen over the top. Girdham couldn't get it out. The bottom of the pack is Simpson. Finally it comes out now to Grosser. Needs a runner, finds it in Philip Morris. Out comes Modra on a long lead. Can't get up there, they sandwiched him. Lynn's going to be first back. Modra gives chase, put the pressure on. Well done, Tony Modra. Even though he came to meet the ball and couldn't ever get off the ground with the 2-on-1 situation, he certainly didn't take the heat off the defence trying to run the ball out, and he's forced to throw in the full forward left pocket. 30 minutes gone. At the throw-in, Goss is going to do the ruck work, try to hook it back into a space. Who's back there? It's going to be Lachlan Sim who got there first. In goes Tony Lynn, close to the line, gets it back to Gavin Chaplin. Had a magic first quarter with his 3 goals. Lounder looks for Chaplin in the double play, under pressure now. They've snookered him. He's lost the football and it's still in play as Diptula gives it across to Goss. Goss puts it up now for big fellow in Modra again. Can't do it. Grosser off the ground and he's booted a much needed goal for the Bloods.
A better quarter from Leon Grosser. We said he was looked like he had a bit of the flu in the first quarter, but he certainly bounced back now to kick his first goal. So at the halftime break, the Dogs 9-12, a great first half, 66. They lead West Adelaide 5-9-39. A lot more footy to come.
The Dogs lead by 27 points as we start the second half here at Football Park, having been 21 points up at quarter time. West in a bit of trouble. The tap comes to Grosser on the left leg, goes to the half-forward line. Coffey back in defence, takes the easy mark. Coffey has now got a new opponent in Glenn Goss, who was moved there halfway through that second quarter when West Adelaide had troubles. Coffey goes to the outer side. Keith Allen couldn't take it. Ward over the top. Grosser comes out with the football again. Chips out the pass to the half-forward line. Well put to Diptula. Now off goes Modra. Leads to the open space. Unsure which way he wants to go. The umpire calls him to play on. Just puts it up for grabs. But he's got no hope as he's been double-teamed by the Dog defence. That time Lounder got back across to Coffey. Hocking will run it out of defence. Joined by David Green on the half-back line. Kicks long up towards the half-forward line. Short man on short man up there. O'Day against Chaplin, who booted 3 in the first quarter. Loose ball goes to the half-forward line. Cutting it across will be Sean Blythe. Oh, up over the top there goes... who it was? It's David Green, is it? And the ball is out of play on the half-forward right flank with the Dogs in attack.
You're on Nine's Wide World of Sports. It's a beautiful day here for round 6 at Footy Park. 66 plays 39, 33-point advantage to the Dogs. A great first half. The little men did a lot of the damage. Hocking and Chaplin. Smith was in there, getting plenty of touches. There's Gavin Chaplin in your screen. Roy Laird's been pretty tough in defence. Rowe's done a good job. And West Adelaide have been very patchy. Tony Modra has given us some very entertaining leaps. Alan Stewart, coach of the Dogs, he would be pleased. Very pleased. Heard his pre-match speech and very controlled. Got a pretty organised team there at Central, and they haven't had much success early, but they're 1-1, lost 3, currently in 7th spot. Morris gave it to Rashuo. He was a good player first half, had plenty of touches. Hugh Reimers, the big fella, to Coffey. Oh, he's in a lot of trouble. Sweeps a handball out. Good call, Stevens, on Reimers, but he's in plenty of traffic. Reimers again. The big fella pops one up. It really goes nowhere underneath it. Grosser is helped by Carlson. Takes an easy chest mark.
He'll get 50. Put the ground after he'd marked the football. That will bring him almost to centre half forward. Foolish defence then by the Dog player. And it'll be Leon Grosser, who started very quietly in that first quarter. One suspected he may have had an injury problem. but he's come strongly into the game since that time. Off goes Modra on a long lead. He's going to get the lead away. Oh, uses his body well, but dropped the football. Laird gets it across there to Coffey. In turn, coming out of the ball is Lachlan Ross. This way, that way, Lachlan Sim chips away at goal. That's not a bad attempt. That is a magnificent goal. And the West Adelaide have got a badly needed goal.
The Brisbane Bear recruit. And my goodness, what a goal. Grosser was the player that put it in there. Loose kick from Remus. Let's have a look at it. Modra just lost his balance. Nearly had it, actually. Laird gave it up to Lounder. Hereda didn't take it clean. Now watch it from here. In trouble. Left foot. Probably 40 metres, and it just chipped its way back. Good goal.
The Dogs now by 21 points. Bogdan got up high. Grosser had an airy. Tapped cleverly from Chapman to Smith. Stevens now on the left leg up towards the half-forward line. Porter back. Joined back by O'Day and Ravisi. West a chance to hook it out of defence towards Blythe on the half-back line. He started in the dugout, and now he's come onto the half-back line, and Tony Burgess is sitting in the dugout, and we're not certain whether he's just been disciplined or whether he's got a problem, an injury problem. Blythe off the half-back line, up over the top. Green thumped the ball clear. Hocking through, slips it out now. Girdham gets it out now to Stevens. Stevens to the half-forward line. All West Adelaide back there. O'Day, Grosser. Oh, the handball's a shocker. Stevens. Free kick, got to be a free kick for a high tackle. And the West Adelaide player will get it on the half-forward. Sorry, Stevens will get it on the half-forward left flank.
Confusing defensive action there by Grosser. Handball was misplaced, but he obviously had something in mind. Didn't come off. Ravisi, one of the best for West Adelaide in their patchy half. Pretty reliable out of his back pocket or half-back flank. Does a lot of running up the ground, and when they've got the ball, you've really got to run with him. He's a dangerous player. Leon Grosser in the foreground. Arnold in ruck. Ravisi looks up, punches one to Carlson. Oh, not quite. Good effort. Oh, he's left it in play, though. Stevens puts it back centre pocket. Arnold up. Two grabs. Couldn't quite take it. Good work by Porter. He's got the job on him now. Good work to, might have been Lynn. And across to Girdham. In fact, that was Jenkinson. Good possession football by the Dogs. Girdham now from 50 metres. Be a beaut kick to make the distance from there. He puts it up high. Arnold from behind. He's got it. Not quite. And he's got the second chance. The big fella did well to recover. Raider comes in. Players go to ground. Or Jenkinson, that was. And that was nearly a big catch by Arnold. He's been dangerous up there with 3 goals first half, Ian.
Yeah, he booted them all in the second quarter, Neville. And he started pretty ordinarily, but that second quarter got him back into the scheme of things. And of course, Burgess was taken off him. Here's a chance for Fogden to clear, I was about to say, and he immediately quit. He went for safety and handballed it through his own line for a point, and that takes now the Centrals on to 9 goals 14, and West is 6-9. Might be 9-13. The Dogs, that was their first point after half time. Fogden off the half back line to Carlson in short. Banfield needs a run-up, gets one, going to be run down as Ravisi gets the handball away in a hurry, more in hope than anything. Oh, beautifully run through Morris, kicks high up towards the half-forward line, getting back on it is Lynn. Lynn against Fitzsimmons, he's going to wind up with a football, half-forward line, out comes Modra! 2 grabs and he's got the ball in the full-forward right pocket. Well, in the first quarter and the first half, the grabs that he did make were all won. But on that occasion, he needed the second. Campbell's graveyard, he's put it straight through, or has he crossed the face of goal? Looked pretty good. Oh, that's a top mark there by Diptula. And he's hit the post, as you can see. And fortunately, he's okay, and he's going to have a shot at goal. Pretty difficult angle. In fact, he needs divine intervention from there, I would think. Obviously, he'll improve his line. Not going to improve it a great deal. Yes, there he goes now and hooks it back, and gee, that's not a bad attempt. I think he's bottled that. Oh, what a goal. Brilliantly done, Danny Diptula, who boots his first.
A very clever movement by the youngster to have the presence of mind to move out late. And the ball came in from Modra. It was a good catch. Thought he might have hurt himself on that point post. Took 2 steps out wide, just enough to open it. Turned the ball on its side. kicked the ball at the back so it would work in a banana action, and pulled it around for a very good goal for him. That's his first, and West Adelaide maybe in a fight back.
Reduced their deficit to 16 points at the bounce. 8 minutes into the second half. Fogden in opposition to Lounder, who gets the tap away, goes straight there to Rashuo. He gives it out now to Banfield. Banfield goes out long. Out comes Modra. One grab, can't complete it. Getting back on its lead. Grosser gets it out now to Goss. Back to Grosser in the double. He chips out the pass. Simpson's there in the right forward pocket, and he's got the ball about 35, 40 metres out.
And Grosser thought about the goal there. His work to Simpson could have come a lot earlier in, but he saw the 50-metre and knew he was too far. Good kick.
West Adelaide has got a sniff. That ball is not going to come back enough off the boot there of Simwell. A lot of pushing and shoving going on there. The umpire didn't see anything to take exception at, and he's allowed the point to stand off the fingers. West Adelaide now move on to 7-10. The Dogs 9-13.
They look a little bit better than their first half effort. More players getting around the ball, and going forward they look a little bit more organised. 9-13 to 7-10. A 15-point advantage. Chaplin, big first half. 3 goals, but it's a bit quieter second half. Brooke Fogden has a look. Conceded that point just a second ago, which was, I thought, just a smidge lazy. No position to concede points. Fitzsimmons goes up high and long. Goss couldn't take it. The defence of the Dogs has been very good. Hereda to Depchula. Wasn't intentional, of course. Lounder now. Smith with an opportunity. He turns it in high. Hocking gives away a bit of height on that occasion to O'Day, but clever catch. And the little crow come dog near the centre of the ground. Oh, how many times has he done that? They're starting to wake up to him, though. Plenty of pace on O'Day's behalf there. Let's see if Arnold can take it. Not quite. No Crummer. It should find the line. Not before Carlson gets back there. His kick out of defence is dangerous. Banfield got to make plenty of ground to get there. Loses his feet. They're outnumbered. Not now as Fitzsimmons comes in. Chaplin looks for the space. Couldn't get through. Carlson again doing a lot of work deep in defence. Fitzsimmons pops, or in fact that was O'Day, pops it up high but to nobody. Goss late on the scene. Sim, Depchula, Lounder, Green. Hocking wants it. No, says umpire Doddridge. And he's joined, that's Craig Doddridge, today by Richard Williams. They have control of this game, and their performance has been very good to date. Untidy
Passage of play there. Neither team could get the ball out clearly. Rowe towards the line, he'll let that go out. Half forward left flank. 9-13 to 7-10. West Adelaide in attack. They've booted the only 2 goals of this quarter. Goss against Lounder as the bodies go in. Goss gets a huge thump away, gives the run to Grosser, who can't make it, and it's out of play once more. West Adelaide runner and Bobby Loveday on the turf. He's going to make some sort of change out there. But in the meantime, the ball is heaved back into play from the half-forward left flank. Live from Footy Park, or at least we're not live. We're at Footy Park. Banfield gets it out. Grosser caught on the left leg, hooks around the corner. Here's a chance for Modra, but well played a Raider. McGowan on the half-back line. This lad has got a bit of polish. Has plenty of time to have a look. Drives to the half-forward line. Diptula couldn't. Finally it comes to Blythe. He couldn't handle it. McGowan back in there. O'Day well played to Ravisi. Slips it out now to Matthew Simpson. Back to this is Dean Woosnam, I think. Kicks long. Oh, Modra! Oh, what a mark. Or has he got the ball? The umpire hasn't paid it. He looked like he had a grab on that one. It was a huge leap again. Reema's back in defence. Grosser there with him, and Coffey can't find the handle. Well, he's been entertaining all day with these activities. Watch this. No help either. That he just landed on the top of Lynn's shoulders there, all from spring, and what an athlete. Coffey, Rowe. So the Dogs, I'd like a goal now just to steady Allen. Doing a good job at half forward. He's been contesting everything, and he's been an avenue for them to go through there. Not a lot of stats, but tidy performance. Fogden, O'Day, almost a throw, not picked up. Carlson, McKinnon gives it back to Ward. His kick isn't good though.
Smith couldn't make much of that. Depchula looks for the opportunity to punch it forward. Oh, it's good. Rashiro out to Carlson. Now the Bloods playing better footy. Let's watch Modra again. Up he goes. Too much space to make up there, though. Rashiro, not quite. Carlson. So their disposal and their ball handling has been a bit messy today, the Bloods, and they found it very, very hard to finish. Conversions coming difficult. Fashion, Modra not quite. Used his body brilliantly, decided to punch it through, probably the wrong way. Had Grosser behind him, and might have been more percentage to have punched it back into play.
I think he's getting plenty of attention when the ball's not within the required 5 metres. Coach Curley would be happier with his start in the second half, but gee, his first was fairly ordinary. Short to Chaplin is good. He started well, but he's faded a bit. On the left leg, he goes back towards Stevens at centre wing. It's well put. He's a good, honest footballer, this player. Works very hard. Got a half-forward line with his left leg, looking for Allen. Underneath the football, Ward over the top, loping back is Fogden. Has time to have a look. Floats one around the corner, puts his teammate under pressure. Smith can't find it. Allen back in there again. Well done, Girdham. Gets it out now towards McGowan. Let's see Chaplin. Runs himself in and out of trouble. Did it well. Smothered off the boot. Brilliantly played there by McKinnon. Chips out a pass, or sort of. Allen under pressure. Gives it back to McGowan. Out wide is the running Stevens. Caught on his natural left leg. He fires the ball into the pocket. More in hope than anything as it comes back to Jenkinson. Only got one to beat. Oh, great smother, O'Day. Oh, that's a throw as he gets it away now to Ravisi. And Ravisi is out of play. Neville, if that's not a throw, I've never seen one.
Yes, he flicked it up, and umpire, could well have been Williams, was unsighted. Let's have a look at it. Oh yeah, oh, that's a good throw though. If you're going to throw it, you might as well make it good. There's O'Day again, the player we just saw. Craig Ward goes backwards to Porter. Don't know what to make of that. At least it's a possession. But even with more time, Porter wasn't able to do anything with it. 9-13 plays 7-11. 14 points in the Dogs' favour. Okay, to Smith. He's at 50, a bit further maybe. It's a change on the Dogs' forward line. Platten off and Gary Gunn on. We'll go to half forward. So Smith, he wants a lead, has to go to Arnold. That's the player. Reema's there as well. Rashiro behind. Oh, almost Reema's, not quite. Gary Gunn just on, punches it to Stevens. That's good football. And the halfback flanker pops it through. That's how it's done, his first.
Yes, well, he's, as I said before, he's a good, honest player, this fellow. I think he's from the local Central Districts region. As Smith puts it on high, obviously not playing centre, almost to Mark Reemers. Brilliantly done by Gunn. Gets it out to the natural left-legged Stevens. I'll get that out in a moment, and he boots his first goal, and the Dogs kick away again. .16 minutes gone, 10-13, 7-11, 20 points again. So the Dogs have steadied. A breather for them. This game is far from over. West Adelaide have lifted their work rate. I would have thought Neil Curley's halftime speech would have been quite damning. In particular, their delivery to their forwards and their disposals around the ground generally. Neil Curley wouldn't be happy with it. It's been a bit to do with Central District pressure, but moreover their own mistakes. Too many of them, and Neil Curley is hot on that. His style of coaching tends to concentrate more on his own players and their responsibilities. Forward they go, the Dogs. Allen up high. Oh, he's been a good player at half forward. If they crumb him more and get more players under him, it's very predictable where the ball's going to be. Always brings it to ground or punches on. He's been a good half forward, and it was a good move to put him there. He's been a good player there today. 10-13, 7-11. Bounce on the half forward line. Ward got it back to Ravisi. Carlson, well done to O'Day, out wider still. The running player is Grosser, had to get it back now to Ravisi, going through McKinnon. Long kick to the half forward line. Fitzsimmons is out wide and he's got the football. Fitzsimmons, half forward line, looks for a leading player. Off goes now Modra, but he doesn't want that player. He's coming back into Goss. That centre the football. Thought about Simpson now. Where's Modra? Off he goes on a long lead, but clear on the half forward line is Philip Morris, and he takes the ball about 40 metres from goal. Modra gave the lead, but gee, Morris had slipped down from centre wing, and he's taken the easy mark well within distance.
And Ian, that's a better option. While Modra was going out to the pocket, no percentage there. Very hard to kick the goal. Bringing it back through the centre of the ground, that's percentage football, and they've got to play with the open face of goal now.
Philip Morris can kick the ball a long way, or to make it comfortably. The Bloods need a goal, and they need it right now. Think he might have just got it through. Fine goal. Morris boots his first, and the Bloods have got 8.
No, we need not say much more. Good effort by Morris to make that space, and Goss before him. And I'm not sure who was bringing the ball into Goss there. I think it might have been Fitzsimmons. In fact, it was. Daisy confirms that for me. Modra was out on a lead to the far side of the ground, and Goss was the player through the centre. Then to Morris, as I said, good play, open face of goal, his first, and the Bloods still in it.
The Dogs by 14 at the bounce. We've played 18, 19 minutes of the second half. Banfield on the left leg, hooks back. Fitzsimmons against Tony Lynn. Lynn reads it the better. Off goes Rowe. He doesn't want that player. He's going to give a chance to Arnold, who's come out from goal. Fogden's back there with the big fellow. Gee, drove that beautifully. Gives a chance now. Gurdon through the half-forward line. Puts it up towards full forward. Lounder's there. Can't find it. Here's a chance now for Radvisi with that explosive pace. Off the half-back line. He beetled down towards centre wing. The kick away is good. Ravshudo can't quite grab it, and Stevens has kept it in play. Here's a chance now for Lounder. Got one to beat. Gives it into Eddie. Hocking clear. Morris running him down. Out comes Smith. 1-2 grabs. Can't complete it. Needs some support. Hooks around the corner. Ball coming back. Going to be touch and go. Gross is looking for it. He can't find it. Porter's back there. He's got time to have a look, and they'll get out of trouble through Philip Morris.
Well, Leon Grosser, he was underneath it for seemingly ever, and might have even lost it in the sun out there, to be fair to him. But they were lucky there was no central players around to take advantage. Banfield to Simpson, and they'll run it through. He's got to go to Fitz. Now, they've run themselves into trouble out there. They had the option to go down the centre of the ground and missed it. Finally, it's Ward. Well, his kick to Modra, I didn't think that was going to come off. It was good work, probably wider than they wanted to be. Now, Modra's off of 50. He won't make the distance. He's got Goss. This will even be harder for Goss. Good catch, good lead, and good pass. Now, he's a left footer, so he's in the wrong pocket. He'll have to do something special or give it off. He's used to kicking goals. He looks inside, nothing there. So he tries a reverse punt, and oh, I think he's done it. He'll love that.
Well, I don't know whether I got it right or wrong, Neville, but that looked a fairly ordinary type of check side punt kick. But the boys kicked the goal. You can't do better than that. We'll have another look at it. Now, he's only got... Let's have a look at that. Yeah, well, he's kicked that beautifully. You can't do better than that. It looks like a floating check side if you can have one of those. Whatever it is, he's kicked the goal. It's his first. And, gee, the Bloods are right back in this. They're down by only 8 points.
A good fight back. All sorts of trouble, trailing by up to 21 points, 27 points at half-time, 21 first quarter. There's the result of the moment, 10-13 with the scoreline, 11-9-11. So 8 points, third quarter. You're on Nine's Wide World of Sports. Magnificent conditions. Stevens has got the ball. Got the job on Rashiro at the moment. Oh, McKinnon in the way. It's been reliable. Carlson with it. Or was that Morris? In fact, it might have been Rashiro, actually. Try again. A few blonde-haired boys there. There's Ravisi in your screen and Hocking. That's a good duel. Hocking got away, and Chaplin in the first quarter, but Ravisi's tightened since then, and he'd have to be up with West Adelaide's best. Fogden at the back is Banfield. Came out of the pack to Stevens. Now Laird. Gurdham's underneath it. Contest with Blythe. He came on in the late in the second quarter. Smith was going to kick it off the ground. Thought better of it with McKinnon's hands on it. And he's a tenacious player, as is McKinnon. Good competitors, Ian.
Just as well he didn't, Neville. He wound up like an 8-day clock and just held it back in time. Could have done some damage. That's what the rule's all about. Over the top came Gunn. McKinnon couldn't get it out. Players sort themselves out. Smith off the deck this time, but coming to meet it and doing it well once again is Ward from the back line and finds Matthew Simpson. Actual fact was O'Day. Now Ravisi is the running player at centre wing. Oh, has pace. Laird can't find him. Oh, he lost it then. Just went a little too far. Simpson and Lynn clash. Good solid bump and the ball is out of play. 10-13 to 9-11. A throw in at centre wing.
And a change on West Adelaide's bench. Matthew Simpson's come off the ground. Replacing him is Dean Woosnam, but Simpson was due to come off the ground and had to meet that player. He's got some troubles with his ribs, I suspect, and he still met the player. And plenty of courage there as the local doctor looks after him. Might be an X-ray coming up. The Dogs back with the ball. It was the new boy McGowan. Finally, it's Rowe that's got it. He looks for Lounder. Porter's got the sit, though. The bounce will end up over the line for a point. So 23 minutes in, 10-14, 74 Central. They've got a 9-point lead over West, 7-9-11, 65.
Simon Porter, short. O'Day, short again. Ravisi, West Adelaide has set up the loose man. Rashudo wants it, but he's not going to get it. Gee, Ravisi took forever, but finally he still made Rashudo on the half-back line. Inboard or put O'Day under pressure. Taken off him now by Girdham. Out now to Smith, goes off the deck again. Stevens runs into trouble, gets out through McGowan. Oh, short on the half-forward line. Here's a chance as Green gets it over now to Jenkinson. Point-blank range, and the Dogs have got a goal that they should never have. It was gunned to Jenkinson for an easy goal.
Well, the problem with that was that O'Day, Blythe and Ravisi all ran. West had possession of the ball. Here they are all up the ground, and they've left their players. There's a turnover. O'Day lost the footy. He got the handball from Rashudo. Now, it was an inexperienced handball. Put O'Day under pressure. Not his fault they lost the footy. You turn around, up the ground, and those forwards probably should have followed them in. They didn't, but they're in a perfect position to get the ball coming back.
The Dogs now eke out their lead to 15 points, one that West Adelaide didn't need. Banfield got it from Carlson, gives a chance now to Lachlan Sim. Out comes the big fellow in Modra, but he was well taken out of it by Hereda. Lynn short, Laird gives the run down the outer side, and the Dogs have got a chance to move this ball with precision. Arnold, I don't know where he's playing at the moment. I'm trying to work it out. He might be in ruck, as Neville said, but whatever, he's away from full forward, just giving Lounder a spell.
3 goals in that second quarter. It was a good performance by the big fella. 2 youngsters, Fogden against him. That's Rowe. Often a very good tagger, Rowe. Disciplined player, always does a job. O'Day lost out there. Ward comes back in, Blythe, Hocking's in there. Now Blythe comes out with it. Has to concede ground. Jenkinson decides to play that, or played it perfectly, and Blythe in the end tried to pinch back a few yards. We're in time on, as we have a look at Lounder. It's his 50th game today. He's off the bench, having a bit of a rest at the moment.
Former star baseballer who's opted to play football instead, and the bounce down will come on the half-forward right flank. 11-14 plays 9-11. The Dogs, who led by 27 points of half-time, have seen their lead reduced to 15. Umpire Richard Williams puts it down. Craig Doddridge is helping him out there. Girdham gets it back to Rowe in short half-forward line, well put. McGowan, who can play, the boy from Cleve, puts it up now towards full forward, looking for it. His gun, can't find it, got it back. I think he had an airy. He put it down onto his boot list. He tried to, and he missed it completely, and it's rolled across the line for a point.
McGowan's yes, it was an airy. McGowan's kick in, Rick McGowan, the new boy that Ian mentioned from Cleve, his kick in was just absolutely perfect. Good judgment. It's the third quarter here at Footy Park, really the end of it, in fact. 11-15, 9-11. That's been the closest this game's been all day, and it's really come about with a lift in tempo from West Adelaide. It started at half-time. They were in all sorts of strife prior to that. They trailed by 27 points, as we've mentioned, at half-time, and 21 at quarter-time. So the Dogs have still playing with the same intensity. I really think it's more credit to West Adelaide that they've got themselves back in this game.
Sometimes that Damien Arnold, who's got a lot of talent, just seems a little lazy in screen at the moment as he's going for the ruck throw in. Maybe he's a little tired after he's running the bull ring. Fogden goes with him, gets the tap away, back now to Banfield. He's had a better second half as he drives towards the half-forward line. Diptula over the top of him there. Came a new man on in Pyman. Coming out with it is Lynn. Did well, gets it over to Chaplin on the left leg. Hooks back towards the half-forward line. All West Adelaide. Blythe has to read a difficult ball, and he reads it well. Lies from the check side of the centre line to the half-forward line. Fitzsimmons is out in front of his immediate opponent, and he's got the ball just the attack side of the centre line. He'll go out wide to Grosser. Pyman makes the break. Oh, Pyman did it well. Edge Grosser off the ball. Banfield with a chance now, but there's a free kick going to Grosser. Can't reach the goal from there. Now off goes Modra on a straight lead. He wants it this way. Gee, they don't give him a lot of space to move in. He's going for Goss in the end, getting back on it, Lynn, and he's done that well. And the umpires paid the mark as he took it going over the line.
So Tony Lynn in your screen. I think 4 or 5 goals week before last, I think it was, and he's a busy player. Always features for the Dogs. And featured well in the middle last year, well up in the high part of the rankings as Girdham comes through half forward. Oh, the kick almost made Smith. Beautifully picked up and turned around by Gary Gunn. He puts it out. Nicely done too to Jenkinson. He kicked their last. As the siren goes, he might kick their last for the quarter. Sure, Alan Stewart will be hoping he does. There's 16 points in it at the moment. Lines it up, plenty of concentration. He'll have to kick from 50. It'll be a good kick into a slight breeze. Let's go with the Torp, and that's the danger of a torpedo. They're not much used these days. So at three-quarter time, Central 11 goal, 16, they're 82. They lead West Adelaide 9-11, 65. Plenty more footy to come. Final quarter here at Football Park, round 6 between Central 11-15-81 and West Adelaide 9-11-65. Entertaining game. West Adelaide Revival really after half-time. They trailed at quarter time by 21 and half-time by 27, but they've reduced that back to 17 points into this final quarter. Banfield pushes them forward. And Neil Curley very vocal at three-quarter time. Sim short. Well, that's loose. Finds Grosser. And Tony Lynn not happy about that. So Leon Grosser, we suspect he's got a dose of the flu at the moment. Quiet first quarter, but lifted his rating after that. Has 2 goals. He'll kick from 30 metres. And Neil Curley expects his captains and leaders to kick these sorts of goals. Let's watch it. He didn't let his coach down. That's his 3rd. And the fight back continues.
Loose checking there by the Dog Rover. I suspect it was Eddie Hocking, but whatever. Grosser had got down through the half-forward line into the open space, well clear of any immediate opponent. And we watch Banfield, who's coming strongly into this game. A ground-covering kick up towards this Lachlan Sim, who kicked a magic goal in that second quarter. And he has got a chance now. Well, you see him just see the lead from Grosser. Puts it out there, and Grosser boots second.
Fogden on this occasion. Carlson sweeps on the ball, couldn't take it. There's the scoreline, 11-15-81, 10 points in it only, final quarter. We're set for a great finish here at Footy Park. Fine day. Carlson now puts it in high. He wants Modra. Oh, beautifully done, Modra. Couldn't complete it though. He set himself to. We've seen his body work and leaps put him in good position all day. He has 3 goal 4. Been a little inaccurate, hit the post on one occasion from only 10 metres out on a stiff angle, but normally a cakewalk for that player. Slight breeze favouring the left of the screen. West Adelaide kicked with the breeze in the first quarter. Seems to be picking up a little bit. Goss in the ruck against Arnold. Sim, now Lynn. Oh, he's kicked. Bit of luck, finds Arnold, now to Rowe. Centre wing they are. Chip short, keeps possession, is good. Can't lose the ball there. Hocking with pace. He won't get caught. Oh, the kick is beautiful. Just too far for Remus. On the wrong foot. Remus shows plenty of pace for a big boy. Draws the player. Gives it to Chaplin. He's set out in the first quarter on a rampage. Kick 4. Oh, opportunity there almost for Remus. Been busy in that forward line. Simon Porter to the boundary line. And West Adelaide under pressure early in this final quarter.
The Dogs by 10 points, 3 minutes into the final quarter. They've seldom been closer since the game started. Throw in, right forward pocket. The Dogs in attack. Well done, Blythe. Got it from O'Day. Kicks towards centre wing. Banfield needs to sit on this one. Got it on his natural left leg. Oh, great smother by David Green. Smith screws a long one in towards full forward. Out comes Remus, getting back on it now. His gun. Well, he almost dropped it, but he just got it as it hit the knees. And he's got a chance now from about 35 metres out. Central could do with a breather. West Adelaide have pressured them since half-time when they were down by 27 points. But since then, the Bloods have worked a lot harder. Gunn, that's his... I think he's got it. Gunn boots his second. No, boots his first correction. And the Dogs have got 12 on the board.
Gary Gunn made his appearance on the ground only in that third quarter. Got an immediate touch late in that quarter and followed it up here. In replay, wide, Banfield at half back. He's put down, but all's fair, says umpire Doddridge. It's Smith that gathered the crumb and in position. A good catch. He finished off for his first goal, and again, more breathing space for the Dogs.
16 points in advance. Trying to crash his way through there was Rashuo. Getting back on it, Carlson's played well to Blythe. He's also done well since coming on with the turf halfway through that second quarter. Banfield the crumbs. Thought about giving it out to Goss. Goes back now to Philip Morris on the left leg. He's got chance to straighten. He's looking now for Tony Modra. He's going to give him a chance. One-on-one. Modra back there. Could bounce through. No touched. Well, Modra is uncertain whether to go forward or back. Herrera's done a good job on him since he kicked a couple early in that second quarter. But on that occasion, he just got the hand of the ball once more.
McGowan playing his first game, and he's been a player that Alan Stewart will be very happy with. Number 15 has had a big day. Scott Stevens kicked one goal. Well up in the best players for Central. His kick now. Oh, it's a poor one, though. Craig Ward takes front position. Allen with him. He's held him too, and that was a very obvious free kick. A lazy tackle by Arnold. So from half-back, Craig Ward has a look. Big contest there between Goss and Coffey. The latter one out. Now Stevens again to Smith. He's a dangerous player. They don't want to give him any latitude in this last quarter. He loves pressure games. Hocking, watch him run. Took his eyes off the ball. He's done it a bit today. Oh, not so, I wouldn't think, holding the man. He plays on, though. What to make of that? Hocking's kick is high. No one's able to take it. Fogden's there. Late on the scene is Gunn. And out of bounds, forward pocket for the Dogs.
9 Sports at Footy Park. Central 15 points in advance of West Adelaide. The first of the double headers. Allen. Fogden at the throw-in. Allen used his body well. Snaps at goal. Could bounce it through. Goal. Allen boots his first. And the Dogs have got a much-needed goal again in the early part of this final quarter.
Well, they've taken a 21-point lead. Now they've extended that from something like 9 points earlier in this quarter, and that's the closest this game's been. So under pressure, they've responded on 2 occasions today, Central, and Alan Stewart will be very happy with that. They've had a couple of assaults, West Adelaide, but they just can't close the gap far enough to put ultimate pressure on. Still there, though, still a chance.
Fogden against Arnold in ruck. The tap away comes. Banfield with a chance again. Picked up many touches in this second half. Carlson on the left leg. West into attack again. Out comes Modra. Uses his body beautifully. Gives it across to Grosser. Grosser can go to Goss. Oh, too far for him. They've botched it up. Well, the handball was not spot on. It should have been a lay-down Mazzara walk-in goal. But the handball was about 2 metres too far for Goss. And the Dogs are happy to see a point fumbled across the line.
Yes, they're very lucky to get out of that Central. The opportunity really presents itself that easy. Arnold goes over the line with it. And we'll have a throw in. It's a 15-metre line. West Adelaide into attack. 13-15. Plays 10-13, 20 points. Only 7 minutes in, so that can easily change. Stevens again. Plenty of possessions. Tough, rugged halfback. And always prepared to run down the ground. Makes the right decision. Doesn't often get caught out. Intelligent player. in ruck. Coffey and Goss. Goss has been all over the place today. Started at full back. Trying to get through there was McGowan, couldn't. Oh, it was Chaplin it was to Stevens. Very clever it was. Opportunity now at half forward for West Adelaide, for Central. Blythe is a player that comes out with it. He started on the bench. His kick is good. Finds Fogden, and he's at centre wing. He wants to get on with it quickly. If there was any complaint, West have been too slow bringing it through their half forward area, and consequently it's been a pretty heavy traffic up there. And once again, Arnold, big tall hands in the ruck. Did the work at full forward in the second quarter, kicked 3. Now doing plenty of work around the ground.
Rowe on the half-back line. Has no one to kick to at all. Carlson's the only one there. Straightens up now. He's got no one to kick to. Up they go to Goss, the half-forward line. Oh, Modra with a chance. 4 he's got on the board. Gee, what a dream goal. The Raider went to meet it, got clean bowled. Modra couldn't believe his luck and got it from 30 metres out.
Well, I guess the other way to look at this goal is the runner should be going out telling all the West Adelaide forwards to start doing something in relation to drawing the ball. Goss was late. Modra sat behind, lucky to get the ball through. Really didn't deserve the goal. No one demanding it, no one enthusiastically calling for it. Not one lead for Carlson on that occasion. He just belted it in. Goss was late on the scene. Modra sat behind. Lucky goal, West Adelaide, lucky to be there.
The Bloods still with a chance at the 9-minute mark of the last quarter. Fogden against Arnold. Line ball this one. Arnold gets the tap to Chapman, who's played well. This fellow's played well too. Girdham kicks high, higher than longer in the end. The bodies go in. Jenkinson against Ravisi. Going through McKinnon, runs into a dead heat. The handball out is not good. Finds gun back to Smith. Smith goes in towards the half-forward line. Reimers on the lead, and that's a fine pass. Big Hugh Reimers, right forward pocket.
That's the value of Greg Smith, and in those tight situations. Could have just put it up high, but he really drew Reimers. Great kick.
Important one for the Dogs, I can tell you. Comes back, but came back too much. Started that at the right goal post, and it slewed right across the front. Missed the left one, and they have got now 16 points. 13-16 to 11-13 in the early part of the game. They're kicking for goal. Let them down and could cost them dearly.
94 plays 79. Still a contest here at Footy Park. First to it is Rashuo. What a talent. Goes to Sim. His kick towards centre wing. Laird there again. Been a good player. McGowan equally as good on the left boot. Beautifully put and finds Gunn. New on the ground. Well, he's put Chapman under all sorts of pressure. Blythe will come in strongly. So does Ravisi. He's been a good player for West Adelaide. Good physical contest, and quite rightly, Richard Williams, the umpire in your screen, will bounce. He's joined by Craig Doddridge today. We've played 11 minutes in this final quarter. Alan Stewart looks on nervously, and so he should be. Every time they've got a break, West Adelaide have carved it back, but they've stood up to the contest and managed to get some breathing space every time. Jenkinson and O'Day do battle. Opportunity now for Sim. Takes a bounce. They switch the play. Carlson from half-back pushes out to centre wing and finds Fitzsimmons.
Just to check side of centre wing, or the running player is Ward. Runs him into trouble on the half-back line. It is once again McGowan. Kicks up the Reimers on the long lead. He's got it. Can't score from there. Now, who's he got back in the goal square? Very little. He's coming across field. Oh, straight now to Blythe. He's going to give it to Ravisi, and West Adelaide get out of trouble well. Oh, that's a shocker. Rashuo gets it out. The handball was in hope. He really didn't have time to put it spot on. Very untidy work, both teams. Rashuo fights on. Grubbers one up towards Goss. He'll need a runner. Gets it from Carlson. Carlson's got Banfield there, but lost the plot. Gets the kick away now to the half-forward line. Grosser back to Philip Morris. Heads towards goal, and he has missed it. Well, if ever they needed a goal, they needed it then. They were only 15 down, but that 1 point makes it a deficit of 14.
The poorest section of football we've seen all day. Mostly a very entertaining game. 94 plays 80, 14 points. But that section of play, I'm sure Stewart and Curley would just like to put a rubber through it. Nothing coming out of that. Bad hands, bad decisions, and not a lot of skill. And Curley grumbling and mumbling in his box there. He would like these points. Fourth position on the ladder, and in danger of slipping back if they lose this one. 12 minutes, nearly 13 minutes gone. Grosser. Not the busiest of days for him, but as we've mentioned earlier, rumours of the flu. Crowd building up here at Football Park, and so it should. Beautiful day. The ground is absolutely glorious. Doug Butterfield, the curator here, does a superb job. One of the best stadiums in Australia. We hope in the world with the Commonwealth Games bid still on foot. The Dogs now. McGowan, is it? No, it's Jenkinson against O'Day. That's been a good tussle. Carlson to the boundary line. We'll have a throw in centre wing.
Young Chris Pyman on the turf. He came on during that second half. In actual fact, was halfway through the third quarter. He kicked the ball out of defence at centre wing at the moment. It's the Dogs by 14 points. Allen tried to get a handball away. Rashudo has an airy. Girdham at the bottom of the pack. Sim, O'Day. Oh, the handball was more than hoping anything. Out goes their Rowe. He could get a free kick for a push in the back. The umpire said you can play to advantage. Chaplin hooks around to the half-forward line. Oh, that's terrible. Straight to the opposition in Banfield, and the kicking has not been good from both teams. Peter Banfield, just the check side of the centre line, goes out wide for Fitzsimmons. He's got it. He's got Goss on the half-forward line clear if he can get to that player. At the moment now, he's going to be covered. He's going to run it over now to Ravisi. Ravisi through the half-forward line. He's looking for someone to kick to, or he's unloaded when he got rid of the football. Modra up, but he can't quite bring it down, and it's offline for a point. Might have been expecting a free kick after being unloaded, but whatever, the umpire didn't give it.
Lynn kicks short. 13 points separates these two sides. We're halfway through the quarter. Pyman puts it up high. Watch Allen from behind. Nearly took it. Been a good player at half forward. Stacks of players. And we'll have another throw up. Both runners from both sides very, very busy. On and off the ground regularly, making lots of changes, trying to spark something that will change the fate in this game. Allen, Girdham, now to McGowan. He is a talent, this kid. The kick was actually pretty good, the gun. It just didn't clear Carlson. It was a good catch, in fact, by that player. Not a good kick, though, as he puts it out to Ravisi. Quickly, if he can get it up and over to Rusnam, does it well, puts it in high. Watch Modra, he's been jumping pretty well today. Oh, not quite. Wanted more jump than, he had more jump than he needed there. I think he expected the players to come back into him. In fact, he had quite a bit of freedom, and it was his hands that let him down.
Stephen Rowe goes for Allen. The big fellow makes a metre and gets there. And Trevor Rowe will make that rather than Stephen. And Allen's got the ball, the check side of the centre wing spot. In towards the half-forward line. Big leap by Fogden. Comes out now to Sean Blythe. Unloaded quickly. McKinnon gives it across Rashudo. His handball's a shocker. Allen again. Here's a chance now for the Dogs through Jenkinson, or McGowan it was. McKinnon. Gee, the kicking is indiscriminate at the moment. No one can seem to find a teammate. This time McGinnon gives it across to O'Day. Out wide on the outer side is Grosser. The runner is Carlson. Now West Adelaide with a chance. Out there is Lachlan. Sim on the half-forward line. Close to the line. Arnold approaches round one. Can't get round Lynn. Needs support. Has to go back and do it all himself. Now in comes Woosnam. Woosnam gives it across to Grosser. Grosser kicks long, going in high. In there is Modra, thucked away there by Herrera, and it's going to be a loose ball. Great body work. Morris could get a free kick. Gets it out now to Goss. He hasn't got the football either. Allen at the bottom of the pack. Girdham gets it out. And the Dogs will get out of this through Coffey to Rowe on the half-back line.
Thought Goss was a bit unlucky not to get a free kick there. He was held twice. The first time not that seriously, but the second time probably deserved it. Blythe on the ground, can't do anything with it. So the pace hotting up as the clock ticks away to 17 minutes. 13 points separate the sides with the Dogs in front. Can West Adelaide close the gap? They need probably 3 to win. Fitzsimmons, Blythe. Jenkinson, Rowe is there as well. Oh, that's in light of Goss's incident. Pretty soft. Eddie Hocking pulls himself up off the mat. Still a bit of gas left in the tank. At least Alan Stewart would hope so. Trevor Rowe puts it up towards half forward. Allen late on the scene, but in time. McGowan loses possession. Rashuo, both the kids in contest. Been good today, Rashuo. Puts it up high. At the back is Lynn. Now, he's got time to have a run. He can handball if Green doesn't shepherd. He calls for it and gets it. Puts it up over half forward. O'Day will be the first player there. He'll want some help, though. Oh, he taps it to Stevens. Tried to get it past him. Recovers. Redeems himself to Carlson. He goes short to find Sim. He can go to Lock. We can go to Fogden. Not so. Picks Woosnam.
Woosnam can't score from there. Looks for the lead now of Modra. Modra's going to get the leap away, or is he? Gee, he's pushed and shoved. No, he's got it. He's lost it. He's taken the mark. He's been getting plenty of treatment all day. Herrera's done it well. Obviously, he's played within the rules because the umpire hasn't taken exception on that occasion. Frustration from Modra, and he gave away the free kick. McGowan played extremely well in his first. He got it from Pyman. He can go back that way. Pyman at centre wing elects to play on. He's drowned as or dragged down as he got rid of the ball. Reimers, no, it's Allen. Allen on the half-forward line, hooks around the corner. A floating ball, where's it going to lob? Ravisi against Chaplin, who's got the pace. Ravisi goes down. Here's a chance, Reimers. Free kick, Ravisi at centre half-back for a push in the back, and he'll take it in that spot.
Number 22, Paul Ravisi, is accurate to Banfield. Hard-working player. He'll put it up looking for Goss. It's the way it goes. Fitzsimmons in, and well done, Goss. That was a shepherd, and it's a legal shepherd. Goss very intelligent to hold ground with Fitzsimmons in the front position, and made it a very easy catch for him. Now, he'll kick from about 40. Has he scored as yet? No. Nothing against his name, so he'll be looking for his first, and West Adelaide to close this gap to 7 points. What's a poor kick? Oh, Goss is underneath it. Couldn't quite take it. Opportunity now for Sim. Has a snapshot. Can he get it? Oh, it's a beauty. He's closed the gap.
Well done. Lachlan Sim boots his first, and West Adelaide right back in the fight. They went for the big fist to thump the ball away. Rowe couldn't find the handle at the right time, and Sim pounced on the ball, hooked around the corner. And gee, West Adelaide are back within 7 points now with 20 minutes gone, and the crowd starting to come alive here at Football Park. Lachlan Sim booted his first. 13-16, plays 12-15.
So 21-point deficit at quarter time, 27-point at half time. They trailed by 16, got that down to 9 midway through this quarter, and now only 7. Can they steal it? Almost an injustice, but that's what character football's about. As long as you're ahead when the final siren goes, not much else matters from a points point of view.
Rocky, I wouldn't be at all surprised if the wind has changed. Not that it was ever a determining factor, but the flags are the strongest I've seen them, and I reckon they're favouring the end to which West is kicking.
You're on the ball, Ian. That's exactly what's happened. And of course, West Adelaide won it. Grosser kicked to the right of your screen, or the northern end, or the southern end, should I say. And now it's favouring the other direction. So things going in favour of West Adelaide. Rowe has to have a look. Oh, he doesn't need to do that. And under pressure, the test comes, whether players can stand it and whether they stand up to it well enough. And from here on in, these mistakes that players make will be remembered and remembered well by coaches, because they're made with a lot of pressure. Doing well, Arnold, in the ruck. Taking some very valuable catches in defence. He'll kick from deep in the back pocket. No, he won't. He'll play on DeLynn. And not a lot of value in that. You know, you risk 2 or 3 possessions to move the ball 5 metres. You've got to ask the question, is it worth it? They've moved the ball 40 metres and still got possession, but they've had 6 possessions. Pyman now. And that's the question you ask in the first place. I mean, whilst they're kicking short and playing short, they turn the ball over like that. Now West Adelaide with a chance. They're playing a lot more confidently. Opportunity for Modra, couldn't take it. Woosnam couldn't grab it. Opportunity now, Modra. Can he make something from nothing? Grosser leads in the race for the ball. With him, Lynn. Keeps it in play, only just. Lynn there as well. Banfield meets him, strengths Grosser inside to Woosnam. Great tackle on him. And good work by Green. He's been steady from half-back.
Well, the crowd certainly come to life. 23 minutes gone. The Dogs by 7 points. And the Bloods making their bid. Green from the back pocket. Back towards Allen, thumped away from that player. Getting back on it is Jenkinson. He's quite happy to see it go over the line as valuable seconds tick away. Girdham's obviously hurt his wrist. The ICE is on it, and obviously trying to relieve a sprain. The throw in on the half-forward left flank. Allen back in defence, hooks it back. Lachlan Sim gets it across. Banfield gets it. Here's a chance now for Fitzsimmons. Puts it on its way. That's home! Oh, what a great goal! West Adelaide fight back. It's their 13th. There's only 1 point the difference here at Football Park.
And all West Adelaide supporters pretty happy about that. Only a point the difference, and this is how it happened. Banfield been in the action a bit lately. Fitzsimmons, he kicked from about 45 metres, put it up in the air, and that breeze that Ian told you about has swung. It does mean a little bit there now, and it's blowing even stronger, so that certainly helped Fitzsimmons' kick. And what was in the first half a shocking performance by West Adelaide, they've turned it around, they're right back in it, only a point the difference.
At the bounce, Fogden, Arnold, important, get out of the centre this one. They sock it in towards Fitzsimmons, he's under pressure. Big Fogden's there, gets the kick away, up towards full forward, thumped away by Hereda. Laird works hard, Stevens in the clear. Chaplin wants it, he'll get it at centre wing. The Dogs need a goal and they need it quickly. He's changed tack, but still hooks the ball in towards the half-forward line. Big leap by Gunn at the back. Oh, and he's given away a free kick to McKinnon. McKinnon on the half-back flank will get a free kick. I noticed Burgess is back on the ground. He spent more than a quarter in the bunker. Now it is McKinnon from half-back flank. It's all Arnold there. Should take the easy mark, check side of centre wing. And I don't think he can really afford to slow the play down. I think they're going to have to score to win. And Arnold puts it out towards the half-forward line. Getting out there is Chris Patton. Over the top is Sean Blythe looking for a free kick. But the umpire won't pay it. And in goes Richard Williams to bounce on the half-forward left flank for the Dogs.
And Tony Burgess has been moved to full back, but I think the move was more for Simon Porter to pick up Keith Allen at half forward, doing a bit of damage there. So West Adelaide just fine-tuning their balance on the ground in the dying stages. We're in time on, 1 point. And the Dogs have survived every test that West Adelaide have thrown them today. They've started better, they've taken the initiative, they've worked back when West Adelaide have challenged them. Can they do it now? Still in the lead, of course. McGowan, first gamer from Cleve, had a good day. Now Sim came on in the third quarter. Oh, beautiful handball. Found the body. All he had to do. Now Ravisi from the back pocket. He loves to run down. Hasn't run himself into trouble. He puts it in high. It's not a good kick, though, and Coffey should take an easy mark. Well, when you run down and you've got a bit of time, you've got to make a decision whether to pick somebody off or to get close enough for goal. There's no other decision to make. It's no good running yourself into trouble. You can either kick the goal or you can give it to someone that can. He had plenty of time and he ran himself under pressure. To Chaplin. Out of bounds.
Half-forward right flank, only 1 point the difference. How often when you see a player running down ground, bouncing the ball like that, the forwards don't know whether to go forward or back. And on that occasion, Coffey read it well. Throw in half-forward right flank. One straight kick the difference. Arnold back in defence. Woosnam there as well. He goes for the safety of the line. But Stevens comes out with a football. Kicks long up towards centre wing. Simon Porter's up there. Can't control the football and it's out of play at centre wing. 26.5 minutes gone. We've had 6 goals in this final quarter, so I would think there'd be at least 3 or 4 minutes of time on. We've had 2 of them, 2 left. Allen, Fogden at the throw in, centre wing, even Stephen here. Only 1 point the difference. Allen hooks it back. It goes straight to Banfield. McGowan gets it out wide. Here's a chance now for Chaplin. The Dogs go into attack again. Porter's coming across. Reema's out. Valuable seconds ticking away as the ball goes out of play on the half-forward line for the Dogs.
Exciting finish. There's the bunker, West Adelaide's bunker, in fact. Matthew Simpson there, and alongside him. No, that's... how's my eyes going? That's Craig Ward. So Matthew Simpson has a chest problem, and he was a good player early, one of the best for West Adelaide. Opportunity now. Worcester caught with the ball. Arnold did well to get it to Newboy and McGowan and to Scott Stevens. So they've got possession. They need to score. 27 minutes. They lead by a point. Up goes Reemers, not quite. Ball to ground. Allen now. Hocking. Can he make something happen, the little fella? Caught by Porter. It's a great tackle. Holding the ball. Away they go now. Opportunity for Morris. He goes through the centre of the ground. Fitzsimmons underneath it, but it's all the Dogs, and Coffey steadies, as I'm sure Alan Stewart swallows nervously.
Well, you're not wrong. He's not the only one who's swallowing. 28 minutes gone. He's going to sort of slow it down. He gets it across now to Laird. He blazes away up to the half-forward line. It's going to be a West Adelaide ball. Carlson can't find it. Porter can. Well done, Arnold. Allen over the top. He's still looking for the ball. The saddle goes on from Grosser. Carlson comes out with a football. Christopher Platten's got it. Free kick. West Adelaide on the half-back line, almost up to centre wing. Carlson with the football. 1 point the difference. 28 minutes gone, Modra's out, Coffey the big leap. Here's a chance for West Adelaide through Morris. They go up towards Goss. This could be the tying score. Herrera gets back on it, he's hit the post. Siren sounds. Oh, the Dogs have scraped home, they've fallen in by a point. Siren sounds, a great fight back by West Adelaide. But the Dogs have survived 13-16 to 13-15. Great action on Nine's Wide World of Sports.
Well, it was great action, and as we said a little bit earlier, the Dogs survived every challenge that West put at them. 21 points they led by quarter time, 27 at half time, back to 16 at three-quarter time, and through this quarter, slowly West Adelaide edged towards beating them, right to the finale there, where the ball looked like bouncing through to draw the game, and I think it might have been Scott Stevens or a Raider that pushed the ball. In fact, it might have been Gunn that pushed the ball to the right. It hit the post, and it saved them. So there's the scoreline, 13-16-94, West Adelaide 13-15-93, 1 point only. And Daisy, the start that Central got in the first quarter was really due to Chaplin and Hocking and Stevens in your screen, who were very, very busy players.
They played extremely well. In fact, the little men of the Dogs got out of the box pretty well, but you'll find that West Adelaide fought back. I thought Bamfield played a superb second half. Grosser got into the game, and with Carlson winning one wing and Rashudo giving them plenty of drive on the other one, West Adelaide got back in. But 1 point the difference. How can you say who won and lost, where they lost it? But it's been a great game of footy here at the park.
So just finally, Central 13-16 in an absolute thriller here at Football Park in the first of the doubleheader on Anzac Day. 13-16-94, West Adelaide 13-15-93. A great fight back, but not quite there. The action's been on Nine's Wide World of Sports.